Hey Maxleets, how do you know if you're getting better at your push-ups? Well, one way you can measure this is by just seeing if you can do more push-ups. So if you were doing 5 push-ups and now you can do 7 push-ups, congratulations, you're getting better at your push-ups. But what about the people who say, I've been doing push-ups for such a long time and for some reason I can't get past 10 push-ups or I can't get past 11 push-ups. And it's just like no matter how hard I try, it's like I always get tired at that number and I can't do anymore. What is it that I'm doing wrong? How can I get better? And the biggest issue that people have is it's very difficult to measure your progress when you're only using one factor, such as reps. The thing is, calisthenics doesn't work the same way like weightlifting does. When you are lifting an actual free weight, for example, dumbbells, if I lift a 10-pound dumbbell and then I go and lift a 20-pound dumbbell, I know that I'm getting stronger because I'm able to lift that 20-pound dumbbell, which is 10 pounds heavier. I can see the number, it's very visual so that I can actually grasp the idea that I'm getting stronger. But how does calisthenics work when you're trying to do the same number of reps or you're trying to do more reps and you're just not able to get there? Well, there's more than one factor when it comes to calisthenics. For example, take the push-up. When you're going down into a push-up and going back up, there's a certain depth that you should go in order to fully execute the push-up. Question is, how deep are you going into your push-up? That is another factor that people overlook when they're doing it. So for example, if they do their push-ups and they're here and they bend at this level and they're always bending at this level, if you stay at this level, you'll be able to do more push-ups. However, if I did 5 push-ups like this, and then the next time I try to do the push-ups, I went deeper, and now I can only do 1 or 2, that's not the same type of push-up. You have to keep in mind that is another factor that affects how push-ups are done, and it also affects how many you can do. One more factor to look at is how you perform it. For example, going slower, going down and going up, is very different from doing this with your push-ups. When you're having that explosiveness, that can be a little bit more of an advantage for some people, especially if their body type is trained for power. But when you're going very, very slow, your muscle is spending an increased time under tension, which means it's going to reach fatigue much quicker. So the speed of how you're moving is another factor. So you have to also just be very, very mindful of how you're executing your push-ups. If you are measuring reps, then you want to make sure you're measuring the same type of push-up for each rep. If you would like to perfect your push-up and increase it in terms of consistency and doing it properly, then your push-ups may not look the same. Your first push-up, you might be going down here, or your first set of push-ups. Your next set of push-ups, you might be going deeper. And you can measure your progress by how consistently you can go from an increased depth. That's another way to measure how well you're doing with your push-ups. So there are a number of factors to keep in mind: depth, speed, consistency, as well as number of reps. Let me know how that works for you guys. And until next time, you max your life.